Hi guys, welcome back to a bilateral series between New Zealand and West Indies. The Women's World Cup has come to an end, a fantastic tournament. India women ended up winning that World Cup. And now they're back to some bilateral series, men's cricket, men's bilateral series. West Indies are taking on New Zealand. We can say New Zealand are taking on West Indies in their own home conditions. New Zealand have won the toss and elected to bowl first. Brandon King and Ali Catanese are opening the batting for West Indies. Jacob Duffy is going to be bowling the first over for New Zealand. All in readiness, first ball of the match. And that's back of the length. Brandon King punches it towards covers and a dot ball to start. This first T20 match is happening at the Eden Park in Auckland. New Zealand coming off a fresh whitewash against England in the ODI series, and West Indies also, they whitewashed Bangladesh in Bangladesh in a T20 series before this. So both these teams coming into the series after completing their respective whitewashes. That's punched through the offside by Brandon King. The ball is racing across the outfield and it might not reach the boundary, will it? Oh dear, the two fielders trying to stop the ball. But has that been stopped is the big question. It's Eden Park, Auckland, you get good value for your shots at this venue. Well, it looks like it's 4 actually. It looks to me, I think that should be given as a boundary. Mitchell Santner stopped it, and then the second fielder also came across and stopped it. It's been given as 3 runs, so Ali Catanese is back on strike. West Indies whitewashed Bangladesh in Bangladesh in a T20 series before this. New Zealand whitewashed England in an ODI series before this. And that's a good length again. Ali Catanese is looking to flick it away. Appeal for LBW, but I think that's sliding down leg side. So the umpire says not out. Little bit of inward movement for Jacob Duffy there. Three more deliveries left in this over. And that's cut away by Catanese towards deep third man. And Ali Catanese gets off the mark with a single. Two more deliveries left in this over. West Indies, of course, bat deep these days in T20 cricket. That's a full delivery, driven down the ground by Brandon King, but straight to mid-off. Another dot ball. Last ball of the over. And that's flicked in the air and taken at mid-wicket. First wicket goes down for West Indies. And just a little chip in the air by Brandon King. And Zachary Foakes doesn't make a mistake at mid-wicket. And the first wicket goes down for West Indies. Jacob Duffy once again strikes with the new ball. Early breakthrough for New Zealand here. I don't think Brandon King can quite believe it. He was probably looking to clear the fielder at mid-wicket, but instead only managing to hit it into the hands of that fielder there. And this is exactly what the West Indies didn't want. Don't want to lose early wickets in these kind of matches. But unfortunately, Brandon King has to go. Brandon King is gone after scoring 3 runs from 4 balls. and West Indies are now 4 for 1 after 1 over. So Brandon King has been dismissed. A King has been dismissed, and a Hope has come in to give some hope to the West Indies. Shai Hope is the new batter to the crease, and Kyle Jamieson will be bowling the second over for New Zealand. Alec Athenaeus will be on strike. Normally, this is a high-scoring venue in Auckland. We'll get to see so many boundaries at this venue. Jamieson now coming around the wicket to Athenaeus. That's edged, and it finds the gap. It goes past point, and Athenaeus picks up another single. So Shai Hope is back on strike. Second ball of the over, and that's full driven back to the bowler by Shai Hope. Another dot ball from Jamieson. That's short and wide, cut away, that's past point, that'll race away for a quick outfield in Auckland. And the first boundary of the innings comes to the bat of Shai Hope. Short and wide from Jamieson and punished to the boundary. So fourth ball of the over. Now that's edged, and has it been taken? It has, is it? No, it's not. It's not carried. It's not carried. Daryl Mitchell, the fielder, had slipped one of the safest pair of hands. It lands short of him. Once again, a little bit of movement, a little bit of extra bounce for the bowler. Lands short of the fielder. Had slipped. And Shai Hope survives. It's a very big wicket, this Shai Hope. He's always been that one man who has been consistent for West Indies, whether it's one-day international or test match or T20. Shai Hope is always there for West Indies. You always want to get him out. That's driven down the ground. 1 bounce to mid-off. Another dot ball. Last ball of the over. That's driven again. Oh, just beats the fielder at covers, and Shai Hope picks up another single to finish the over. 6 runs came from that over, and West Indies are now 10 for 1 after 2 overs. Jacob Duffy continuing, and that should be a wide down the leg side. Yes, wide signaled by the umpire, so Jacob Duffy has to reload that one again. Jacob Duffy continuing into his second over, picked up a wicket of Brandon King in the first over. And now both Shai Hope and Ali Kathane is looking to build a partnership. Ooh, little bit of away movement there, pitching and just about moving away. Beastie outside edge of Shai Hope, another dot ball. I think it's a very good toss to win for New Zealand because it's very, very tough to defend totals at the Eden Park in Auckland. Such a small ground, and it always gives an advantage to the chasing team. Even however big the target is, the chasing team always backs itself to chase it down in Auckland. Oh, swings and misses. Another dot ball. This is really good bowling from Jacob Duffy. The shot, it's flat batted down the ground as it hit the hand onto the stumps, and Shai Hope was already halfway down the pitch. They weren't even concentrating on the run out at the striker's end. They were busy appealing for the run out at the non-striker's end, and the umpire is going to go upstairs. Jacob Duffy was so confident that he got a hand on it. Another kind of a run out at the non-striker's end probably. How many times have we seen this? And Shai Hope was halfway down the wicket. They weren't even bothered about trying to run him out at the keeper's end. Now, has it touched Jacob Duffy's hand? If it has touched his hand, then Ali Kathane has gone by a mile actually. And we have seen this form of dismissal many times before. Well, I need an ultra edge for that actually, to see whether it has touched his hand or not. Well, still can't get any conclusive evidence actually whether it touched the hand or not. If it has touched the hand, then it's out, because when the ball hits the stumps, Athanaze has not even made it. The decision is pending, and not out it is. So they feel that the ball didn't touch the hand of Jacob Duffy. But there was a golden opportunity to go for a run out at the keeper's end, but no one even bothered to do that because Shai Hope was halfway down the wicket. So they were busy appealing for the run out at the non-striker's end. You need to be alert to any form of dismissal. There can be more than one form of dismissal in one delivery. So what if there is no run out to the non-strikers? Then you need to be ready to throw at the keepers and for a run out if there is an opportunity. I think that is what New Zealand didn't do in the previous delivery. So 3 more deliveries left in this over. This is a good over from Jacob Duffy. Shai Hope is struggling a little bit. That's again defended on the back foot towards slip. And Shai Hope picks up another single. Such a big boundary hitting venue, but West Indies have scored only 1 boundary till now. You need to be able to use the conditions well. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. Oh, Athenaeus goes for the paddle and misses it. Another dot ball. How often do you see this in Auckland? Bowlers bowling so economically. This is one of the shortest grounds you'll ever see in cricket history. And if batters are not able to score runs at this venue, then that is a big concern actually. The ground dimensions itself favors the batters at the Eden Park in Auckland. Last ball of the over. And that's defended towards covers and another dot ball to finish the over. 2 runs came from that over. And West Indies are now 12 for 1 after 3 overs. So Zachary Fox is the new bowler into the attack for New Zealand. Shai Hope is on strike. Oh, that nipped back in. Appeal for LBW, but I think the height might be a concern. Height might be a concern, so not out it is. Still struggling here, the West Indies batters. Little bit of an inside edge as well. That's driven again by Shai Hope straight to covers though. Another dot ball. Oh, swings and misses. This is fantastic bowling here from Zachary Fox. 3 dot balls to start this over. It's on the pads, flicked away again by Shai Hope. Picks up another single. Well, that's in the slot and that's picked up beautifully by Athenaeus all the way for 6 over deep mid wicket. That is exactly what was needed for West Indies. Nice and full in the slot for Athenaeus. The first 6 of the match comes to the bat of Akeal Hosein. So last ball of the over coming up. The last ball of the over. That's edged and past the keeper, and that's past the slip as well, and that crisis away for 4. So 6 under 4 to finish the over. 11 runs came from that over, and West Indies are now 23 for 1 after 4 overs. So Kyle Jamieson is the new bowler into the attack now for New Zealand. I won't say new bowler. Kyle Jamieson is continuing into his second over. Shai Hope is on strike. And that's driven again towards deep point and picks up another single. And Athenaeus goes downtown again, clears mid off, it's gone all the way as well. This is the thing actually. No, it's gone 1 bounce for 4, is it? It's given as a boundary by the umpire. I thought it went all the way. It's given as a boundary, but this is the thing in Auckland actually. You hit through the line, you'll hit a lot of boundaries. That's what the batters need to do. Second boundary for Akeal Hosein in this innings. And this time it's pulled high up in the air. There's a fielder coming underneath it at deep mid wicket. And will take the catch. And another wicket goes down here. Akeal Hosein is looking to play one shot too many, but this time not able to get hold of it. Only got the height, didn't get the distance. Was looking to play the pickup shot. It was there in the slot for him to hit it. But he just couldn't get enough distance on it. Only got the height. And Mark Chapman at deep mid wicket doesn't make a mistake. So West Indies have lost their second wicket now. Kyle Jamieson also picks up his first wicket of the day. Akeal Hosein is gone after scoring a quick 16 runs from 9 balls. And West Indies are now 28 for 2 after 4.3 overs. So Akeal Hosein is the new batter to the crease, another young talent for West Indies. The lost 2 wickets here, both openers have been dismissed. There's still a lot of batting to come, no need to worry about that. Roston Chase, Rahman Powell, Chase and Holder, Romario Shepherd, Akeal Hosein, so many batters still left. 4th ball of the over, and that's back of the length, defended back to the bowler by Akeal Hosein. Another dot ball. That's shot this time, pulled away. Oh, there's a chance for run out to the keeper and directed, and we would have been gone for all money here. How did Jimmy Neesham miss the direct hit? The ball was slowly rolling towards the stumps and it missed the direct hit there. What was Akeal Hosein thinking? He pulled it straight to Jimmy Neesham, who did outstandingly well, but then, oh my god, all the time in the world to hit the direct hit. Akeal Hosein had even given up actually. But the ball just slowly rolled towards the stumps and missed the stumps. It wasn't even close actually. Jimmy Neesham could have got up and then aimed properly and then thrown down the stumps. He had that much time, but he didn't do it. Nevertheless, last ball of the over. And it's a fuller delivery, driven back to the bowler to finish the over. The 5 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Ali Catanese. 5 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Ali Catanese, and West Indies are now 28 for 2 after 5 overs. So Jacob Duffy now continuing into his 3rd over. Shai Hope on strike. Oh, a little bit of an inside edge for Shai Hope. It goes towards deep square leg. And another couple of runs for Shai Hope to start the over. That's short and wide, cut away again, straight to point, and another single completed. The 3rd ball of the over coming up. Ooh, beats the outside edge. That's a beauty. Absolute beauty from Jacob Duffy. Akeal Hosein hasn't gotten off the mark yet. Struggling a little bit. Fantastic delivery there from Jacob Duffy. Swings, has he nicked it? They're appealing for a catch. The umpire says not out. Then are they going to go for the review? I don't think so. 2 more deliveries left in this over. Well, that could have been really close actually. Jacob Duffy still swinging the ball. Ball is still nipping away, nipping in. That's pulled away again, just past mid wicket. And finally, I think Hakeem Auguste gets off the mark with a single of the 6th delivery which he faces. So last ball of the over. Oh, that's a good bouncer, and Shai Hope sways away from it. Another dot ball to finish the over. 4 runs came from that over, and the power play has been completed. West Indies are 32 for 2 after 6 overs. So Jimmy Neesham is the new bowler into the attack. And Auguste goes big. It's in the gap. Deep mid-wicket fielder comes around. Oh, they're looking for the second. But there's no second run available. Just a single to start the over. West Indies need to improve their run rate a little bit. A run rate of 5.35 is not enough at all, particularly in a venue like Auckland. New Zealand will be really happy at the moment actually. Such a small ground. And if you're not going to get a good score on the board, then obviously West Indies are going to struggle. Second ball of the over coming up. Shai Hope on strike. That's a leading edge towards covers and another dot ball. That's a full delivery this time. Shai Hope goes over the top. This will go for 4 surely. So finally Shai Hope breaking the shackles. Has been struggling for a while actually, but picks up his second boundary of the day. Beautiful shot over covers from Shai Hope. Now this time it's bludgeoned straight past the bowler for 4 from Shai Hope. Once again a fuller delivery this time. And what a shot that is from Shai Hope. Back-to-back boundaries, one through covers and one straight back past the bowler. This time it's a much fuller delivery, a slower delivery probably. And Shai Hope swings it down the ground to long on and picks up another single. So last ball of the over coming up. Oh, that's a good bumper. Akeal Hosein sways away from it. It's given as a wide actually. So Jimmy Neesham has to reload that one again. It's an expensive over. This 11 runs came from that over. 11 runs have come from this over. Still one ball left. Last ball of the over. Oh, Akeal Hosein goes straight up. This should be out. This should be the end. It is. Rachin Ravindra won't miss many. Completes the catch at covers. And a struggle for Akeal Hosein has come to an end. And the extra ball from Jimmy Neesham has resulted in another wicket here for West Indies. The third wicket goes down. A little bit of a slow ball again, I think, from Neesham. Akeal Hosein was through with the shot. Rachin Ravindra has such a safe pair of hands. Won't drop that one. Won't drop any catch like that. New Zealand are always a really good fielding unit. Akeal Hosein is gone after scoring just 2 runs from 8 balls. A struggling innings has come to an end for him. And West Indies are now 43 for 3 after 7 overs. So Roston Chase is the new batter to the crease, and West Indies in lots of trouble here, continuously losing wickets. They've already lost 3. And Mitchell Santner is the new bowler into the attack now for New Zealand. It's going to become even more tough now because Santner is also an excellent bowler. Shai Hope is on strike. Quicker ball, flicked away by Hope. Picks up the single. Can they come back for the second? No, they can't. Have to settle for the single. So Roston Chase on strike. And it's full again. Driven in the air. Just eludes the fielder. Covers down the ground to long off. And Roston Chase gets off the mark with a single. That's this time. Shai Hope flicks it away leg side and picks up another single. Oh, Shai Hope moves across, looks to sweep. They're going for the single. A direct hit could have been close. Leg by signaled by the umpire. A single completed by Roston Chase. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. It's flicked away again by Shai Hope. Picks up another single. The last ball of the over. Ooh, what a delivery that is. Pitched and extra bounce, spin. This is exactly what I was talking about. Mitchell Santner is another fantastic bowler. This is exactly what he can do. Another dot ball to finish the over. 5 runs came from that over. And West Indies are now 48 for 3 after 8 overs. So Jimmy Neesham is continuing into his second over. Shai Hope is on strike. And it's flicked away, looking for the single. Oh dear, Jimmy Neesham had to collect that one properly. A single to start the over again. So Roston Chase is back on strike. Oh, almost dragged it down, almost dragged it onto his stumps there. It's Roston Chase, back of the length delivery. Somehow Roston Chase has managed to negotiate that one. Another dot ball from Neesham. This is exactly what Jimmy Neesham can do actually. He won't look like a bowler that can be so threatening, but he can pick up all these important wickets. Can be a golden arm for New Zealand. Well, that's in the air. And lands safely down to long on. And Roston Chase picks up another single. 50 comes up for West Indies with that single. 50 comes up in 8.3 overs at the loss of 3 wickets. They are in a little bit of trouble here. 3 more deliveries left in this over. Shai Hope is back on strike. It's always Shai Hope who has to do the bulk of the scoring for West Indies. That's pulled away by Hope. In the gap, it's gone all the way. Gone all the way for 6. Flat 6, I think. I think it's a flat 6. It's given us a boundary. Did it bounce? Maybe it did. I'll take a boundary here for Shai Hope. 4th boundary for him in this innings. And this time it's a slow ball flicked away by Shai Hope towards deep mid wicket. They're coming back for the second. And they'll make it comfortably. Couple of runs for Shai Hope. So one more delivery left in this over. 8 runs from this over so far. Last ball of the over. And it's another full delivery. It's drilled down the ground by Shai Hope. Will pick up another single to finish the over. 9 runs came from that over. And West Indies are now 57 for 3 after 9 overs. So Santner now continuing into his second over. Again a quicker ball. It's punched through the offside towards deep extra covers, and Shai Hope picks up another single to start the over. This time it's cut away straight to covers. Another dot ball. Fantastic bowling here from Mitchell Santner. Ooh, he puts his foot across outside the off stump and looks to sweep it away. Why can't you hit it over extra covers? Hitting through the line is much better. He's looking to drag it from outside the off stump to leg stump and missing it. And another dot ball here. And this time he goes inside out. That is a much better shot. This time it's gone all the way for 6. No doubt about that. 6 more it is. The first 6 for Austin Chase. Beautiful shot inside out. This is exactly what he should have done a few balls earlier. But he clears the boundary now. And this time Roston Chase moving around in his crease, flicks it away leg side towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single. The last ball of the over. And it's pulled in the air, down the ground, long on. One bounce to long on. And Shai Hope picks up another single. They're appealing for a run out here. Was Shai Hope too casual at the non-striker's end? They've gone upstairs to the third umpire. This could be something interesting to see. Well, the bat is grounded. So Shai Hope survives. Oh, he would have had his heart in his mouth, surely. Decision will be not out. Yes, not out it is. A single to finish the over. 9 runs came from that over. And West Indies are now 66 for 3 after 10 overs. So West Indies are 66 for 3 after 10 overs, and it's also the time for the drinks break. Okay, so we come to the end of the drinks break. Rachin Ravindra is the new bowler into the attack. And he's already bowled 4 balls in this over. Conceded 6 runs. Still 2 more deliveries left in this over. Shai Hope is back on strike. And Hope hits it in the air, the top edge. And it goes all the way. Is it? No, it's taken, is it? No, it's gone all the way for 6. I couldn't see it because the view was very straight. So I couldn't know whether it went all the way or not. It's gone all the way for 6. So the first 6 for Shai Hope actually got it high on the bat, but it still went the distance. And that is what can happen in this Eden Park venue. So last ball of the over, and that's cut away straight to covers. Another dot ball to finish the over. So 12 runs came from that over, and West Indies are now 79 for 3 after 11 overs. West Indies are actually 78 for 3 after 11 overs. The scorecard is showing wrongly. And Mitchell Santner now into his third over. Hope goes inside out. Sorry, Roston Chase goes inside out. Beats point. It goes towards deep extra covers. And Roston Chase picks up another couple of runs. Second ball of the over. And Roston Chase goes high in the air, down to deep extra covers. The ball lands safely. And another couple of runs for Roston Chase. So two runs again. So 4 runs from the first 2 balls of this over. Quicker ball this time. It's hit down the ground by Roston Chase towards long on and picks up another single. Well, that's it straight, and that's gone massive. Massive shot, flat and hard down the ground for 6 from Shai Hope. It was nicely slowed down a little bit from Mitch Santner, and Shai Hope has just smashed it back past down the ground for 6. One of the flattest 6s you'll see. And this time looks to go big again, but can't make connection towards the short fine leg, and another dot ball. Last ball of the over. That's short and wide, cut away by Hope towards deep extra covers and picks up another single to finish the over. 12 runs came from that over. And West Indies are now 90 for 3 after 12 overs. So Zachary Fox is back into the attack here, conceded 11 runs in his first over. He's into his second over. Shai Hope is on strike. The 13th over of this innings. Here he comes. Shai Hope was already preparing himself to go for the reverse shot, but then it's wide down the leg side, given as a wide. So Zach Fox has to reload that one again. Attempted slow ball gone wrong from Zachary Fox. Shai Hope on 47. Oh, looks to go big inside edge onto the pads. And another dot ball. Well, he goes big. I hope he's got it, has he? He has. All the way for 6. Flat and hard again. It's a small ground this. You get very good value for your shots. Half century for Shai Hope. He has scored 53 from 38 balls with 4 boundaries and 2 sixers at a strike rate of 139.47. And it also brings up the 50 partnership between Shai Hope and Roston Chase. The partnership now 54 from 32 balls between these two batters. And what a knock again from Shai Hope. He's always given the hope to West Indies. There's bowled him. Bowled him. Zachary Fox strikes back. Once again looking to go big, but this time I don't know whether the ball kept a little bit too low for Shai Hope. He's missed it completely. New Zealand get the much needed wicket of Shai Hope. Zachary Fox immediately after conceding the 6 strikes back, knocks back the leg stump of Shai Hope. And that's a huge wicket actually. 4th wicket goes down for West Indies. Shai Hope is gone after scoring 53 from 39 balls. And West Indies are now 97 for 4 after 12.3 overs. So Rahman Powell is the new batter to the crease for West Indies. Three more deliveries left in this over. Oh, that's guided away towards short third man. Oh, directed would have been trouble, I think. They were looking for the single there. Can't get the single. That's why it's very important to have a clear communication while running between the wickets. Directed would have been trouble. In fact, directed would have been gone actually. Rahman Powell survives. 2 more deliveries left in this over. And this time it's driven again towards deep extra covers, and Rahman Powell gets off the mark with a single. Last ball of the over. And that keeps a little bit low. Roston Chase going for the cut shot and missing it. Another dot ball to finish the over. 8 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Shai Hope. And West Indies are now 98 for 4 after 13 overs. So Jimmy Neesham is back into the attack. Into his third over, Rahman Powell on strike. Oh, and that's on a good length, defended towards covers by Rahman Powell. Another dot ball to start the over. Oh, it's in the air and it's put down. Oh dear. Cotton bowled opportunity. Neesham not able to hang on to that. It's been put down here. Very tough chance actually. It was hit so hard. Very tough to hang on to that with one hand. But still it will go down as an opportunity missed for New Zealand. And remember, Rahman Powell is a dangerous batter. He can hurt you towards the end of an innings. Plays some mighty big shots towards the end of an innings. We saw that in Bangladesh as well. It's still 40 balls left in this innings. West Indies can still push for a big score. That's a slow ball. It's pulled away by Rahman Powell towards deep square leg. And will pick up another single. Full toss, driven straight to covers, and another dot ball from Jimmy Neesham. Well, that's on the pass, looking to flick it away. They're going for the quick single. There was a chance of directed at the keeper's end, but couldn't hit the target and miss the target. They'll pick up the single. It might be one leg bias, I think. Don't know whether it's leg bias or off the bat, but it's given as a single off the bat. So 100 comes up for West Indies. 100 comes up in 13.5 overs with a loss of 4 wickets. They still have 6 overs left in this innings. Can they push towards 170, 180? Which still might not be enough at this venue, but at least they can give themselves a chance of defending a total. Because this is such a small ground, many boundaries and sixes will be hit at this venue. They need to really get a big score. That's a full delivery, driven down the ground by Rahman Powell. Pick up another single to finish the over. 3 runs came from that over. And West Indies are now 101 for 4 after 14 overs. So Zachary Fox is continuing into his third over. And Powell goes big. Bat turned in his hand. He'll find the gap. Pick up the boundary. So finally, Rahman Powell gets going. and picks up his first boundary, not in the most convincing fashion, but he'll take it. Oh, that's a short ball. And Rahman Powell ducks underneath that. Given as one bouncer for the over. Another dot ball from Zachary Fox. Oh, that's a fantastic Yorker. Absolutely fantastic Yorker. Powell digs it down the ground and picks up another single. So Roston Chase is back on strike. Oh, an inside edge. Misses the stumps. Ooh, that was so close again. Another dot ball. Roston Chase going for the cut shot, but inside edging it. Some luck has favored Roston Chase today. Second time an inside edge is not going on to his stumps in this innings. Oh, again looking to flick it away, gets it on the pads. They're going for the quick single and they'll make it comfortably. So 6 runs have come from this over, still 1 ball left. So last ball of the over. Full toss, that's it straight. And that's gone all the way, I think. Has it? Yes, it has. All the way for 6. What a flat shot that is from Rahman Powell. Picks up a 6 to finish the over. 12 runs came from that over. And West Indies are now 113 for 4 after 15 overs. So a fantastic shot there from Rahman Powell. A 6 to finish that over. Five overs left in this innings, and Mitchell Santner is back into the attack into his last over. Has figures of none for 25 in his 3 overs. Roston Chase on strike. That's a quicker ball. It's cut away straight to Ravindra at point. And Roston Chase picks up another single to start the over. The second ball of the over. Oh, that's pulled away, and that'll go all the way for 6. That's the power of Rahman Powell. The ground is not big enough for him. He'll always hit these flat 6s. I think someone in the crowd has also got injured because of that 6. That is a massive, massive hit. Picks up his second six in this innings. And this time again, Powell goes in the air, offside. One bounce to deep extra covers. They're coming back for the second. And they'll make it comfortably. Couple of runs for Powell. So 3 more deliveries left in this over. That's a quicker ball, cut away towards point. And another single for Powell. That's a low full toss, and Roston Chase hits it down the ground to long on and picks up another single. The last ball of the over. And that's too wide, given as a wide by the umpire. So Santner has to reload that one again. Another wide. Back-to-back wides from Santner. It's been an expensive spell today from Mitchell Santner. No doubt about that. And one more delivery left in this over. Last ball of the over. And Powell swings it leg side. Oh, good effort. That long on. Michael Bracewell got a hand on it but couldn't hold on to the catch. And another couple of runs for Powell to finish the over. An expensive over from Mitchell Santner. 15 runs came from that over. And West Indies are now 128 for 4 after 16 overs. So 4 more overs left in this innings. And they need to push towards at least 170, 180 from this situation. Particularly with someone like Powell at the crease, it's still possible. So Kyle Jamieson is back into the attack. He still has 2 overs left. Duffy has 1 more over left. Fox has 1 more over left. So you would think that they would bowl the last 4 overs for New Zealand. So here's Jamieson, Roston Chase on strike. That's a slow ball pulled away by Chase. 1 bounce to deep mid wicket. And picks up another single to start the over. Second ball of the over. And that's on the pads again, flicked away by Powell. I'll pick up another single. So Roston Chase is back on strike. It's on the pads, looking to flick it away. We'll pick up another single though. Leg by is signalled by the umpire. Another single for Roston Chase. Leg by single. So single for West Indies. Leg wise won't get added to the batter's score. That's a full delivery. Powell hits it down the ground, straight to mid-off though. Another dot ball from Jamieson. Oh, that's a short ball. Powell goes for the pull shot and misses it. This is fantastic. Oh, in fact, it's given as a wide actually. So Jamieson has to reload that one again. I didn't think that was too high, but the umpire thought so. But this has been a really good over, mixing up his variations a little bit, bowling the slow ball, then bowling it full, then bowling it short. The batters are always left guessing as to what delivery will come from Jamieson. That's a slow ball again, it's pulled away, and will that go for 4? Ball is racing away, will reach the boundary, quick outfield in Auckland. And another important boundary for Powell. So last ball of the over. And Powell goes big. Has he got enough on it? I don't think so. Oh, it's been put down. Oh dear. Michael Bracewell at deep at wicket has dropped it. Settled underneath it, but couldn't hold on to it. That's a big drop catch to finish the over. So 9 runs came from that over. And West Indies are now 137 for 4 after 17 overs. So Zachary Fox is back into the attack, and that's a full delivery. In fact, Jacob Duffy is back into the attack, and Powell hits it down the ground to long on and picks up another single to start the over. As easy as it gets for Michael Bracewell. The last ball of the previous over was put down. Inside edge here from Roston Chase towards deep square leg and picks up another single. Slow ball, too wide, I think. Yes, given us a wide. Jacob Duffy has to reload that one again. Going for the pull this time. I think this time it's not given as a wide. This time it will be a dot ball, I think. Yes, it is a dot ball. Again, this time too wide outside the off stump. So again, Jacob Duffy erring in his line. It's given as a wide. So has to reload that one again. Oh, that's a good Yorker. That's much better from Jacob Duffy, and Powell hits it down the ground to long on and picks up another single. Oh, shot. It's gone past the keeper for 4. Roston Chase went for the pull shot. Somehow he's got it past the keeper. Such a quick outfield in Auckland. The ball races across to the fence. An important boundary here for West Indies. Last ball of the over. And he's bowled him. Roston Chase going for the paddle. Scoop shot there. Losing his leg stump in the process. And Jacob Duffy finishes the over with a wicket. Was a little bit of an expensive over. But he's ended the over with a wicket. 9 runs came from that over. And the wicket of Chase was looking for the scoop shot, which he normally plays it well, but lost his leg stump there. And what a spell this is from Jacob Duffy. 2 for 19 in his 4 overs. Roston Chase is gone after scoring 28 runs from 27 balls. And West Indies are now 146 for 5 after 18 overs. So two more overs left in this innings. And I think Jamieson, no, in fact, Zachary Fox is going to be bowling the penultimate over for New Zealand. Rahman Powell on strike. Looking to flick it away. Akeal for LBW. That's sliding down the leg side. And Powell will pick up one leg byes to start the over. And Jason Holder is the new batter to the crease. He's on strike. Again, rolling his fingers over the ball there, Zachary Fox. New Zealand bowlers are mixing up their pace really well. They're not giving anything away to the batters. And these kind of totals, I think New Zealand will fancy themselves to chase it down in this kind of a venue. Second ball of the over coming up. Looking to flick it away there, again off the pads maybe, and Holder will pick up another single. Is it one leg byes? I think it is. Leg byes it is from Holder. Third ball of the over. Goes for the pull shot, misses it. In fact, he's nicked it through to the keeper. No big appeals, no big celebrations. I think both the batter and the keeper knew that Powell had nicked it. So that's another wicket gone down, and West Indies are losing their way here towards the end of this innings. Zachary Fox also strikes now for New Zealand, mixing up his pace, mixing up his length, and getting the better of Rahman Powell, who is gone after scoring 33 from 23 balls. And West Indies are now 148 for 6 after 18.3 overs. So one big hitter replaces another big hitter, as Romario Shepherd is the new batter to the crease for West Indies. Looks to go for a pull again and misses it. Another dot ball from Zachary Fox. Outstanding bowler. There's just 2 runs coming from this over, including the wicket of Rahman Powell. West Indies just not able to get the finish they are wanting. New Zealand will back themselves to chase this down. No doubt about that. Two more deliveries left in this over. Shepherd is going to look to go big surely. Looks to go big, but gets it on the pads, and will pick up another leg by single here. The third leg by single in this over. There's been no runs on the bat in this over so far. Jason Holder is back on strike, hasn't got off the mark yet. Last ball of the over. Slow ball, it's hit back down the ground. That should go for 4, it will. The Jason Holder ends the over with a boundary, gets off the mark with a boundary to finish the over. 7 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Rahman Powell. 150 comes up for West Indies, or 153 for 6 after 19 overs. So who is going to bowl the last over? Is it going to be Kyle Jamieson or is it going to be Jimmy Neesham? It's Kyle Jamieson with the last over. That's a full toss. Shepherd hits it leg side towards deep square leg and picks up another single. And Romario Shepherd gets off the mark with a single. 5 more deliveries left in this innings. Both these batters have to go big now. Try and push towards 170 if possible. Oh, that's a fantastic Yorker. Holder takes it back to the bowler. That's another dot ball. Fantastic bowling from Kyle Jamieson. So 4 more deliveries left in this innings. If it's in the slot, Holder's going to go for it. Well, it's a short ball. Is it too high? Yes, it is. Given as a wide. So Jamieson has to reload that one again. "15 extras in this innings from New Zealand. That's a little too much actually in a T20 innings like this. Slow ball, swings and misses. Another dot ball, pressure building on Jason Holder, not able to make connection again. Now just 3 more deliveries left in this innings. Can Jason Holder find the boundary here? Here comes Jamieson again. That's another full delivery, driven towards covers. And a direct hit could have been close, but Jason Holder completes another single. Romario Shepherd is now back on strike. Direct hit would have been gone, I think. Daryl Mitchell missed the direct hit at the bowler's end. And now Romario Shepherd, what can he do? Can he clear the boundary? Looking for a 6. 2 more deliveries left in this innings. And Shepherd goes for it. Has he got it? He has, I think. I think it's gone all the way. We'll have a look at that, I think. Or has it gone on the bounce? It's gone on the bounce. On the bounce for 4. But nevertheless, Shepherd finally picks up a boundary. So last ball of the innings. Full toss as flicked away by Shepherd. And that'll go 1 bounce for 4 as well towards deep square leg. So back-to-back boundaries from Romario Shepherd to finish the innings. And 11 runs came from that last over from Kyle Jamieson. And West Indies finish with 164 for 6 at the end of their 20 overs. And you would feel that this is a chaseable target at this venue, the Eden Park, Auckland, such a small ground. But at least West Indies got a few boundaries towards the end. It was a struggle actually for them. If you look at that innings, only Shai Hope managing to score 53 from 39 balls. Roston Chase and Ravman Powell made small contributions. But New Zealand were always chipping away with the wickets. A pick of the bowlers, Jacob Duffy with 2 for 19 in his 4 overs. And even Zachary Fox picked up 2 wickets. Kyle Jamieson picked up 1 wicket. And Jimmy Neesham also picked up 1 wicket. And New Zealand can be proud of their bowling effort actually. They have bowled fantastically well Yeah, if you look at the bowling figures, Jacob Duffy 2 for 19 in his 4 overs. Kyle Jamieson 1 for 30 in his 4 overs. Zachary Fox 2 for 35 in his 4 overs. And Jimmy Neesham 1 for 23 in his 3 overs. Mitchell Santner was taken to the cleaners, none for 40 in his 4 overs. And Rachin Ravindra bowled only 1 over, conceded 11 runs and didn't pick up a wicket. And the pick of the batters for West Indies, obviously Shai Hope. It's always Shai Hope who scores consistently for West Indies, and his knock of 53 eventually has helped West Indies to get to 164 for 6. Although the last, that 7th wicket partnership between Romario Shepherd and Jason Holder was worth 16 from 9 balls, and that was a good partnership towards the end for the West Indies. So New Zealand, when they come out to bat, will need 165 runs to win from their full quota of 20 overs to go 1-0 up in the 5-match ODI series, I guess, this one. 5-match T20 series. And I'm getting confused. It's the first T20 of the 5-match T20 series. So New Zealand, when they come out to bat, will need 165 runs to win from their full quota of 20 overs to go 1-0 up in the 5-match T20 series. We'll be back again shortly to cover the run chase. Until then, please stay tuned. So hi guys, welcome back to the run chase. Such a short innings break. So Jayden Seales has bowled 2 balls, conceded 5 runs. Tim Robinson and Devon Conway are opening the batting for New Zealand. And now Devon Conway is back on strike. Third ball of the innings coming up. And that's flicked away in the air. It's past mid-wicket. That might race away for 4, will it? The fielder is coming in from deep square leg. And Devon Conway gets off the mark with a couple of runs. The very first ball of this run chase, Tim Robinson hit it away for 4. And that is exactly what I am saying. This total might not be enough at this venue. In any other big venue, maybe 165 can be defended. It's Eden Park, Auckland is such a small ground, such a high scoring venue, and 165 runs looks below par in this kind of a venue. Fourth ball of the over. That's edged towards short third man, and another dot ball from Jayden Seales. Well, someone is wishing happy birthday to Virat Kohli in New Zealand. 2 more deliveries left in this over. And that's on the pads, flicked away again. Straight to Romario Shepherd at short fine leg, and another dot ball from Jayden Seales. So last ball of the over. Oh, looking to go for the drive inside edge. It's past mid-wicket. They look to come back for the second, and they do it. They will complete a couple of runs to finish the over. So 9 runs came from that over, and New Zealand are now 9 without loss after 1 over. So Matthew Ford is the new bowler into the attack now for West Indies. Tim Robinson is on strike. Oh, stops in his follow through there as Matthew Ford. So here comes Matthew Ford again. And it's driven beautifully through the covers. That might race away for 4. It does. Once again, Tim Robinson starts the over with a boundary. Beautifully punts through the covers and welcomes Matthew Ford to the crease with a boundary. Second ball of the over, and that's a wide down the leg side. Wide signal by the umpire. So Matthew Ford has to reload that one again. Oh, looking to flick it away. It's gone off the pads towards short fine leg. And Tim Robinson picks up another leg by single. Oh, going for the drive there is Conway, but not able to make connection. And another dot ball from Matthew Ford. Oh, beats the outside edge again. Another beauty. Absolute beauty from Matthew Ford. And another dot ball. Fantastic bowling here. Back-to-back dot balls from Matthew Ford. Two more deliveries left in this over. This time Conway comes down the wicket. But again, not able to make connection. Ball swinging back in again. Another dot ball. Fantastic here from Matthew Ford. What an over this is. 6 runs have come from this over. Still 1 ball left. So last ball of the over coming up. Again, extra bounce, flicks it away as Conway picks up another single to finish the over. 7 runs came from that over. Leg by signal by the umpire. 1 leg by to finish that over. 7 runs came from that over. And New Zealand are 16 without loss after 2 overs. So Jason Holder is a new bowler into the attack and starts with a wide down the leg side. Yes, wide signaled by the umpire. So Jason Holder has to reload that one again. Oh, that's driven past the fielders. That races across to the fence for 4 towards deep point. Beautifully placed by Devon Conway, and he picks up his first boundary in this innings. Oh, that's a full delivery inside edge. Pass shot, fine leg for 4. This is the problem in this ground. Once the ball beats the fielders, it's very hard to stop the boundaries. Back-to-back boundaries here for Devon Conway. So an expensive start here from Holder, and this time now Conway guides it towards short third man and picks up another single. That's back of the length. Punch towards covers. Conway wanted the single, but there's no single available. And another dot ball from Jason Holder. He gives himself room. It smashes it down the ground for 4. 2 full on this occasion from Jason Holder. And Tim Robinson is so dangerous. Smashes it straight back down the ground to the boundary for 4. So picks up his third boundary here. Tim Robinson races to 13 from just 6 balls. Last ball of the over. And it's a full delivery driven back to the bowler. Another dot ball to finish the over. 14 runs came from that over. And New Zealand are now 30 without loss after 3 overs. Matthew Ford continuing inside edge onto the stumps. And West Indies get the breakthrough. He's been troubling Conway with that in-swinger ever since the last over. And he's done it again here. Conway not able to handle the in-swing. Chops it back onto his stumps. And this is exactly what West Indies want. The on a good length delivery, nip back. And it's castled Devon Conway there on off a length. Beauty of a delivery from Matthew Ford. What a spell this is turning out to be. And what a start this is for Matthew Ford to this over. Devon Conway is gone after scoring 13 runs from 12 balls. And New Zealand are now 30 for 1 after 3.1 overs. So one left-hander replaces another left-hander. Rachin Ravindra is the new batter to the crease now for New Zealand. The second ball of the over from Matthew Ford coming around the wicket to Ravindra. And Ravindra tries, slices it, gets an outside edge to deep point. And Rachin Ravindra comes back for the second as well, gets off the mark with a couple of runs. Ooh, again beats the outside edge of Rachin Ravindra. This is fantastic bowling here from Matthew Ford. Absolutely brilliant. This time an away movement of the length for Matthew Ford. And now Ravindra comes down the wicket, hits it down the ground to mid-on and picks up another quick single. So two more deliveries left in this over. Tim Robinson is back on strike. Short and wide, goes for the cut shot, misses it. Another dot ball. The last ball of the over. Goes for the cut again and misses it again. Another dot ball to finish the over. 3 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Devon Conway. And New Zealand are now 33 for 1 after 4 overs. So Jaden Seals is back into the attack into his second over. Rachin Ravindra is on strike. Coming over the wicket to Ravindra. Oh, again swinging back in an inside edge towards mid wicket, and Ravindra picks up another single. So Tim Robinson is on strike. That shot is pulled away by Robinson towards deep mid wicket. The ball is racing away. Won't go to the boundary. But Tim Robinson picks up another couple of runs. Oh, Robinson gives himself room inside, edges it back to the bowler. And another dot ball from Jayden Seales. Well, that's a poor delivery. Helped on its way by Robinson. Past short fine leg and into the boundary for 4 as well. Was too much down the leg side there. Angling onto the pads, and all Robinson had to do was get bad on it. Races away for 4. Picks up his 4th boundary in this innings as Tim Robinson. And this time it's short, it's pulled away, that's massive! That is gone a long, long way back into the stands for 6. This time it was too short from Jayden Seales. Tim Robinson is so strong. Remember, he scored a century against Australia, I think, not long ago. Was it against Australia or against England? I don't remember, I need to check. In the one of the previous 2 T20 series, Tim Robinson scored a century. And it ended up in a losing cause. So he can be a very, very dangerous batter, and he's put it into the crowd for 6. First 6 of the innings comes at the bat of Tim Robinson. Last ball of the over. And it's cut away towards short third man, and Tim Robinson picks up another single to finish the over. 14 runs came from that over, and New Zealand are now 47 for 1 after 5 overs. So Matthew Ford continuing into the attack. And that's a beauty of a delivery. And it's played away by Tim Robinson. Again a dot ball to start the over. I just now checked, actually Tim Robinson scored that century against Australia. Not against England, it was against Australia, which ended up in a losing cause. So yeah, Tim Robinson can be dangerous. Well, that's punched away towards short third man, and another dot ball. Third ball of the over. Oh, leading edge towards cover. This is fantastic bowling from Matthew Ford. Another dot ball here. Gives himself room, looks to flick it away, looking for the single, can't get it. 4 dot balls in this over from Matthew Ford. Once again, a fuller delivery defended towards covers by Robinson. And another dot ball. One more delivery left in this over. Last ball of the over. That's flicked away by Robinson. Goes for the quick single. In fact, they can go for the second. No, they can't. Just a single to finish the over. So 1 run came from that over. Matthew Ford continuing his amazing spell. And the power play has been completed. New Zealand are 48 for 1 after 6 overs. So Romario Shepherd is the new bowler into the attack now for West Indies. Power play has been completed. There's a bowling change here. Romario Shepherd can be a little vulnerable to leaking runs, can pick up wickets as well. Kind of a 50-50 kind of a bowler. And Tim Robinson is on strike. It goes inside out, does Tim Robinson, and taken at cover, deep extra covers. And would you believe it, it's the golden arm of Romario Shepherd. He gets the big wicket of Tim Robinson. Was looking to give himself room. Maybe hit it over towards deep extra covers, but only managing to find the fielder, who takes a very good catch running in. Ali Cathane is the fielder at deep extra covers. A fantastic catch there. And the West Indies are still fighting here. Tim Robinson is gone after scoring 27 runs from 21 balls. And New Zealand are now 48 for 2 after 6.1 overs. Would you believe it? Romario Shepherd brought into the attack. A very first ball. He breaks the partnership. And now Mark Chapman is the new batter to the crease for New Zealand. It's getting a little bit trickier now for New Zealand. Required run rate 8.46. They have lost 2 wickets. The second ball of the over coming up. As back of the lane, punched straight to covers by Chapman. Another dot ball. And this time Chapman flicks it away leg side towards square leg and gets off the mark with a single. That's full and wide, driven beautifully by Ravindra. That'll go away for 4. Beautifully placed by Rachin Ravindra. And finally, he picks up his first boundary. The 50 comes up for New Zealand with that boundary. 50 comes up in 6.4 overs. They are 53 for 2. Rachin Ravindra finally finding the boundary. 2 more deliveries left in this over. It's full this time, driven down the ground by Ravindra towards long on. And picks up another single. Last ball of the over. And that shot is pulled in the air by Chapman down towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single to finish the over. Good over from Romario Shepherd. 7 runs came from that over, including the big wicket of Tim Robinson. And New Zealand are now 55 for 2 after 7 overs. So another bowling change. Roston Chase is the new bowler into the attack. A right arm off spinner. Against 2 left-handers, a good option. Mark Chapman on strike. Has driven down the ground. Oh, excellent fielding. Excellent fielding by Roston Chase. A dot ball to start the over. Again, the ball holding in the wicket. And Mark Chapman defends it back to the bowler. Another dot ball from Roston Chase. It's driven again down the ground to long off. Another single for Mark Chapman. This time it's pulled away by Ravindra towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single. That's a full delivery and that's driven back to the bowler. Another dot ball, quicker ball from Roston Chase there. This is beautiful bowling. What an over this is. Just 2 runs coming from this over. West Indies are really bowling well. Last ball of the over coming up. And that's flicked away again by Chapman. They have completed the single. Can they push for the second? Yes, they can. Couple of runs to finish the over. 4 runs came from that over. And New Zealand are now 59 for 2 after 8 overs. So Romario Shepherd is continuing now into his second over. Rachin Ravindra is on strike. And it's a full delivery. It's smeared down the ground by Ravindra towards long on and picks up another single. And that's driven again by Mark Chapman on the up towards deep extra covers and picks up another single. Looking to cut it away inside edge to the keeper. And another dot ball. Required run rate has gone above 9 now. Well, that swung leg side. Is it in the gap? Oh, deep mid wicket does well, but misfields it for 4. Oh dear. He got there, the fielder at deep mid wicket, but then fumbled it, misfielded it, and it's rolled away into the boundary for 4. That's a much needed boundary for New Zealand after a few quiet overs. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. Oh, goes for the drive offside and misses it. It's another dot ball from Romario Shepherd. Last ball of the over. And that shot this time pulled away towards deep mid wicket. And Rachin Ravindra picks up another single to finish the over. 7 runs came from that over. And New Zealand are now 66 for 2 after 9 overs. Roston chase now continuing, and it's a full delivery. Ravindra hits it down the ground to long on and picks up another single to start the over. It's a full toss. And this time Mark Chapman hits it down the ground to long on and picks up another single. 2 singles to start the over. Rachin Ravindra is back on strike. That's swept away by Ravindra. Deep square leg is there. Another single. The West Indies have the correct fielders in correct positions, and this partnership now 21 from 20 balls between Mark Chapman and Rachin Ravindra. Oh, that's too wide, I think. Yes, given as a wide by the umpire. So Roston Chase has to reload that one again. I think they could have sent in Daryl Mitchell instead of Mark Chapman. I think there's too many dot balls being consumed at this stage for New Zealand. Well, that's in the air. This could be out. Should be out. Is out. Easy catch at long off, and a struggle for Mark Chapman comes to an end. Roston Chase strikes for West Indies. And New Zealand in a little bit of trouble here. They're stagnating a little bit in this innings. Not able to find the boundaries. They're also losing wickets here. That ball held in the wicket a little bit. Mark Chapman was looking to pull it away. Kind of a nothing shot actually. And Matthew Ford can't do anything wrong today. Picked up wickets with the ball. He's now taken a catch at long off. And Mark Chapman is gone after scoring 7 runs from 11 balls. And New Zealand are now 70 for 3 after 9.4 overs. And it's also the time for the drinks break. So we come to the end of the drinks break. Daryl Mitchell is the new batter to the crease. 2 more deliveries left in this over. As defended towards short third man, looking for the single, can't get it. Another dot ball from Roston Chase. Last ball of the over. And Mitchell goes straight down the ground for 6. That's exactly what was needed for New Zealand for a long, long time. And Daryl Mitchell finishes the over with a 6. 10 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Mark Chapman. And New Zealand are now 76 for 3 after 10 overs. So Jason Holder is back into the attack for West Indies. Rachin Ravindra on strike. A shot is pulled away by Holder towards deep square leg and picks up another single to start the over. Ooh, that pitches, bounces extra. Beats the outside edge of Daryl Mitchell. And another dot ball. And this time Mitchell flicks it away towards mid-wicket. They're looking to come back for the second. And they make it comfortably. Couple of runs for Daryl Mitchell. That's on the pads from Holder, and Daryl Mitchell flicks it away towards deep square leg and picks up another single. Oh, Ravindra going for the scoop, not able to make connection. Another dot ball. 4 runs have come from this over, still 1 ball left. Is this match going down to the wire? last ball of the over. And that's pulled away by Rachin Ravindra. Again, that deceptive slow ball from Jason Holder. It's pulled away towards deep mid wicket, and Ravindra picks up another single to finish the over. 5 runs came from that over, and New Zealand are now 81 for 3 after 11 overs. So there's another bowling change here. Akeal Hosein is the new bowler into the attack. A fantastic bowler. He has picked up 82 wickets in his T20 career. Best figures of 5 for 11. A very risky option against a left-hander, but still Akeal Hosein is a quality bowler, no doubt about that. And he's coming over the wicket to Ravindra, and Ravindra sweeps it away leg side towards deep square leg and picks up another single to start the over. The second ball of the over, and that's flicked away by Mitchell. Picks up the single. Can they push for the second? No, they can't. Have to settle for the single. Couple of singles to start the over. And now Ravindra goes down the ground in the air. Could be out. It is. Caught at long on. What is happening here to New Zealand? Akeal Hosein was brought into the attack to break this partnership, and that is exactly what he has done. And West Indies get their fourth. New Zealand is sliding into trouble here, slowly and surely. Didn't get the timing at all, Rachin Ravindra, in that one. Such a quality player, but he couldn't get going today. Jason Holder completes a simple catch at long on. And suddenly now New Zealand 4 down here. Akeal Hosein breaks this partnership. Rachin Ravindra has gone after scoring 21 runs from 19 balls. And New Zealand are now 83 for 4 after 11.3 overs. So Michael Bracewell is the new batter to the crease for New Zealand now. This is fantastic stuff here from West Indies. They have really developed their T20 game. They whitewashed Bangladesh in the previous series, and now against New Zealand here are in a really good position, at least till now. So Bracewell is on strike. 3 more deliveries left in this over. Quicker ball, defended on the back foot, back to the bowler. And another dot ball from Akeal Hosein. There is a reason why Akeal Hosein is rated highly as a bowler. And he always delivers, doesn't he? It's driven down the ground by Michael Bracewell, gets off the mark with a single. Now Daryl Mitchell is back on strike. This match is going down to the wire. Required run rate nearing 10 now. 9.92 is the required run rate. The last ball of the over. And it's flicked away by Mitchell. Picks up the single. Can they push for the second? No, they can't. Another single to finish the over. 4 runs came from that over, including the big wicket of Rachin Ravindra. And New Zealand are now 85 for 4 after 12 overs. So Jaden Seals is back into the attack here. Now Daryl Mitchell is on strike. And that shot is pulled away by Mitchell towards deep square leg. And they're coming back for the second, and they'll make it. They'll make it comfortably. Couple of runs to start the over. Well, he's gone for the big shot as Mitchell has gone high up in the air. Could be another wicket. Here it is. What is happening here to New Zealand? Jaden Seals also strikes, and Daryl Mitchell, the informed Daryl Mitchell, has to go. West Indies on top at the moment. Every bowler is delivering when it's needed. Daryl Mitchell going for the big heave hole. Only managing to sky it in the air, and West Indies are taking all their catches now. They are on top of this game, no doubt about that. Daryl Mitchell is also gone after scoring 13 runs from 9 balls. And New Zealand now half the side back in the pavilion are 87 for 5 after 12.2 overs. So Jimmy Neesham is the new batter to the crease, another big hitter. The required run rate is now 10.17, still gettable at this venue. A few big overs will bring New Zealand back on track, where they are losing wickets here continuously. Oh, inside edge from Neesham towards deep fine leg. And Jimmy Neesham gets off the mark with a single. Well, Michael Bracewell goes for the paddle and it's taken again. Another wicket goes down. What is happening here? What is going on? They're just losing wickets after wickets at the moment in New Zealand. Michael Bracewell, I don't know what kind of a shot that was looking for the scoop shot, but only managed to scoop it into the hands of Shai Hope. West Indies are looking to win this now shortly. Fantastic catch by Shai Hope, fantastic game awareness. And New Zealand are losing their way here, 6 down now. Michael Bracewell is also gone after scoring just 1 run from 3 balls. 2 wickets in the over for Jayden Seales. And New Zealand are 88 for 6 after 12.4 overs. So Mitchell Santner is the new batter to the crease for New Zealand, the last recognized batting pair now for New Zealand at the crease. Santner can bat, but this is a huge task now. The required run rate is 10.50. 77 needed from 44 balls, with 2 new batters at the crease. So 2 more deliveries left in this over. Mitchell Santner on strike. And it's defended on the front foot by Santner. Another dot ball. So last ball of the over coming up. What an over this is from Jayden Seales. And it's punched again straight to covers. That's a fantastic over. Ends the over with the dot ball as well. 3 runs came from that over and 2 wickets in that over as well from Jayden Seales. And New Zealand in all sorts of trouble. 88 for 6 after 13 overs. So Roston Chase is back into the attack now. And Jimmy Neesham is on strike. Only these 2 batters can take New Zealand closer to the target from this position, as defended by Neesham towards point and picks up another single to start the over. The required run rate is also climbing higher and higher. They have such a good batting lineup, New Zealand, but I don't know what happened today. They just couldn't find the momentum, kept on losing wickets. West Indies are right on top here. Quick ball, defended back to the bowler again. Another dot ball from Roston Chase. Well, Santner looks to go big, gets an inside edge towards deep mid wicket. And Mitchell Santner gets off the mark with a single as well. Jimmy Neesham is back on strike. Quicker ball, and that's punched back to the bowler. Another dot ball. Two more deliveries left in this over. That shot is pulled away by Nisham and no, it's gone over. It's gone through the hands of the fielder at deep square leg and it's gone all the way for 6. So finally, New Zealand get the 6 they wanted. It's Jimmy Neesham who picks up his first 6 in this innings. The last ball of the over. And that's flicked away by Neesham towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single to finish the over. 9 runs came from that over and New Zealand are now 97 for 6 after 14 overs. So Jason Holder is back into the attack now. 68 needed from the last 6 overs for New Zealand. And that's on a good length, defended by Neesham. They'll pick up another single to start the over. And that's a wide down the leg side. In fact, it's not given as a wide. It's given as a dot ball. Maybe clip the pad on the way. Santner is not happy with it. A shot this time, pulled away again by Santner. Picks up another single. The 3 more deliveries left in this over. Oh, goes for a paddle. Has he nicked it? No, he hasn't. It's another dot ball though from Jason Holder. Pressure building here. Required run rate 12.38. Goes for a cut shot, appealing for a catch. But I don't think Jimmy Neesham got any bat on it. So another dot ball here. Just 2 runs coming from this over. Still 1 ball left. Required run rate is now nearing 13. West Indies getting closer to victory here. Unless there's some miracle which happens for New Zealand. Last ball of the over coming up. This has to go out of the ground, you would feel. And that's picked away, leg side, towards deep square leg. Another single to finish the over. Just 3 runs came from that over. 100 comes up for New Zealand. And New Zealand are 100 for 6 after 15 overs. now is into his last over, and that's a good yorker, fantastic yorker. Neesham drives it back to the bowler. Another dot ball. These dot balls are not helping New Zealand now. 65 needed from 29 balls. They need a few sixes to change the complexion of this game. They need a big over. And Neesham goes for it, but I don't think he's got hold of it. The fielder will take another catch, and that could well be the match as well for West Indies. It's been that kind of day for New Zealand. Every time they have tried to go for a shot, they have found the fielders. 7th wicket goes down now, and it's Roston Chase who picks up another wicket here. And it's just not happening for New Zealand today. Simple catch at long off by Matthew Ford. Roston Chase picks up his 2nd wicket today. Jimmy Neesham is gone after scoring a run of ball 11 runs. And New Zealand are now 100 for 7 after 15.2 overs. Well, Zachary Foakes is the new batter to the crease. Many people might be remembering Zachary Foakes and Blair Tickner. They took New Zealand over the line in that 3rd one-day international against England. But at that time, it was only number of runs required versus number of wickets in hand. This time around, the required run rate is 13.93. So you need batters who can hit sixes. Can Zachary Foakes do that? Is the big question. We all know that Santner can play some big shots, can hit some big sixes. But at the moment now, West Indies are right on top in this game. No doubt about that. So Zachary Foakes on strike. Roston Chase coming around the wicket to Foakes. And has driven down the ground in the air. Is towards long off. And Zachary Foakes gets off the mark with a single. I think they could have sent in Kyle Jamieson ahead of Zachary Foakes. Jamieson is a much better hitter of the ball compared to Zachary Foakes. But nevertheless, 3 more deliveries left in this over. They need a big hit now. Santner drives it down the ground to long off and picks up another single. Not able to get the boundaries. 2 more deliveries left in this over. With such a good batting lineup, New Zealand find themselves in this kind of a position. Just chasing 165 runs in the shortest of grounds. That's another one in the air. Another catch. This time it's Roston Chase himself. Completes the catch. It's just catching practice at the moment. One catch will go down to long on. One catch will go to deep extra covers. One catch towards deep mid wicket. One catch to the bowler. I mean, they're just offering catching practice, it seems, the New Zealand batters. And Zachary Foakes also has to go now. You can't blame him for that shot because the required run rate is now above 15. So they have to go after everything. But when you go after everything, if you don't time it properly, it becomes catching practice for the fielders. Zachary Foakes is gone after scoring just 1 run from 2 balls. And New Zealand are now 102 for 8 after 15.5 overs. So Kyle Jamieson is the new batter to the crease. What a spell this is from Roston Chase. 3 for 25 in his 3.5 overs. He still has 1 ball left in his spell. And there's huge pressure now on New Zealand. Jamieson can hit a big ball. We have seen that before. The last ball of the over. Jamieson flicks it away leg side towards deep square leg and gets off the mark with a single to finish the over. 3 runs came from that over, including 2 wickets in that over. And New Zealand are now 103 for 8 after 16 overs. So 4 overs left, 62 needed, only 2 wickets in hand. Jayden Seales is back into the attack now for West Indies. It's back of the line, flicked away by Jamieson, picks up the single. Can they come back for the second? No, they can't. Just a single to start the over, and it's back to Mitchell Santner now. The 61 needed from 23. They have to go for the big shots. It's now or never in this game for New Zealand. Just 165 runs to win at Eden Park in Auckland, and who would have thought that New Zealand will be in this kind of a situation? Normally 165 you take actually in this kind of a venue. So such a small ground, small boundaries, and still New Zealand are in this kind of a situation in the run chase. That's a slow ball, it's hit back down the ground by Santner. Long on comes around. And it's another couple of runs for Mitchell Santner. They need a few sixes now. 59 needed from 22. It's slipping away from New Zealand at the moment. That's a slow ball pulled away by Santner towards deep mid wicket. Can only pick up another single. And Jamieson is back on strike. Well, that's pulled away by Jamieson, and that's taken at long on. That's another wicket. It's just been that kind of day, isn't it? It continues. Hit the ball in the air. A fielder at long on will take a catch. A fielder at mid wicket takes a catch. We can allot some catches to all the fielders around the ground. That is what sums up the New Zealand innings today. And Kyle Jamieson also has to go. And I think that's it for New Zealand. I think that could just be the match for West Indies right there. Kyle Jamieson is also gone after scoring just 2 runs from 3 balls. And New Zealand are now 107 for 9 after 16.4 overs. So 58 needed from 20 balls. I think West Indies are going to win this match. Yeah, it's going to be a fantastic win for them. No doubt about that. What a defense this has been. Just 164 runs on the board. Such a small ground. But the bowling attack of West Indies have stepped up big time today. Jacob Duffy is the last batter to the crease for New Zealand. But they are now dependent on Santner to score all these runs. But he's at the non-strikers end. Here's Jayden Seales. That's a full delivery. Jacob Duffy hits it down the ground to mid off. Oh, fumble. There was a chance of a run out if he had collected it cleanly and aimed at the stumps. But Jacob Duffy gets off the mark with a single. And now the problem for Santner is if he finds the boundary, still Jacob Duffy will be on strike for the next over. So Santner will be looking to keep the strike for the next over. But New Zealand have collapsed big time actually. They were 70 for 2 at one stage. And they've lost 7 wickets for just 38 runs. That is unbelievable stuff. Their last 7 wickets they've lost for just 38 runs. That's a short ball. It's pulled away by Santner towards deep mid wicket and picks up another single. Keeps the strike for the next over. 5 runs came from that over, including the wicket of Kyle Jamieson. And New Zealand are now 109 for 9 after 17 overs. So Matthew Ford is back into the attack for West Indies. Mitchell Santner is on strike. A short and wide, cut away by Santner. It's in the gap, 1 bounce 4. That is exactly what New Zealand need. Short and wide from Santner. And they found the gap beautifully, picks up an important boundary. There's no point depending on Duffy. Santner has to do all these. The Santner has to score all these runs, which is not going to be easy. With 52 needed from 17 balls with the required run rate of 18.35. Second ball of the over. And he goes big. Santner, he's got it. That's 6. Picked the slow ball really well there, Mitch Santner, and he's deposited it over long on. Is there still life left in this contest? So 4 under 6 to start the over. Still the equation, 46 needed from 16 balls. Just 1 wicket needed for West Indies to win this. That's pulled away again by Santner. It's in the gap again. Goes for 4 more. 4, 6, 4. What a start this is to this over for Santner and New Zealand. So now 42 needed from 15. It's still looking tough for New Zealand. But Santner is giving it a go here. Oh, that's pulled away for four more. Got a little bit of a top edge, but who cares? He's got the boundary. 4, 6, 4, 4. This is the over New Zealand needed. Well, Matthew Ford is getting advice from absolutely everyone now. Keeper is giving advice. The fielders are going and giving advice. 2 more deliveries left in this over. Still a stiff equation. 38 needed from 14. Even 2 sixes would mean 26 needed from 2 overs, which will still be a steep equation. And New Zealand have got themselves to blame. They have to take the hard route now. Here comes Matthew Ford again. Well, he's hit it back down the ground for 4 as well. Beats mid-off. And another boundary. What an over this is. 4, 6, 4, 4, 4. Still 1 ball left. 22 from the over so far. Now what does Santner do? Does he take the single, keep the strike for the next over, or does he go for another boundary or a 6? Last ball of the over. Well, he flicks it away gently, picks up the single to finish the over. And that was kind of expected. So 23 runs came from that over from Matthew Ford, and New Zealand are now 132 for 9 after 18 overs. Another 23 run over like this and New Zealand can win this match actually. Mitchell Santner now 30 runs from 16 balls with 4 boundaries and 1 6 at a strike rate of 187.50. So Jason Holder is going to be bowling the penultimate over. 33 needed from the last 2 overs. And he sliced it away for 4 first ball as Mitchell Santner. Full and wide. And another boundary to start the over here for Santner. He's enjoying himself at the crease now. .29 from 11. Second ball of the over. That's cut away again. It's in the gap again. 4 more. What is happening here? Back-to-back boundaries from Santner. Is this still possible for New Zealand? Jason Holder can't believe what is happening. 25 needed from 10 balls. I tell you what, another couple of sixes here. New Zealand will be on course to chasing this. Third ball of the over. Full toss, it's driven straight. And it's driven all the way, is it? Is it all the way for 6? No, it's given us a boundary. 3 boundaries in a row to start the over. Pressure on Jason Holder. Well, if you ever needed a captain's knock from anyone, Mitchell Santner is delivering this, although still 21 needed from 9 balls. West Indies just need 1 wicket. Oh, that's pulled down the ground with no timing this time. Straight to mid-off. Can't take the single as well because he has to keep the strike. It's a precious dot ball for West Indies. Now 2 more deliveries left in this over. They need 1 ball to go out of the ground. And that's what I think Santner will be planning. Big delivery coming up from Holder. Oh, swings and misses. Another dot ball here, and now he has to keep the strike. Now he has to take the single to keep the strike for the last over, which will still mean 20 to win from the last over. Is not going to be easy. Two vital dot balls from Jason Holder, bringing all his experience into play. Last ball of the over coming up. He will look to take the single, I think, now. Taps it away towards deep point. Gets the single. Keeps the strike for the last over. 13 runs came from that penultimate over from Jason Holder. And New Zealand are now 145 for 9 after 19 overs. So is it going to be Romario Shepherd to bowl the last over? Jayden Seales has finished his spell. Jason Holder has also finished his spell. So it's a huge risk. They are going with Romario Shepherd, I think, with 20 needed from the last over. Santner will be thinking 2 big hits. Two big hits will bring the equation down. So it's going to be Romario Shepherd who will be bowling the last over. 20 needed for New Zealand. Mitch Santner with the responsibility with the bat to score the 20 runs. What a match this is turning out to be. West Indies were in total control of the match, but now Santner is still fighting here for New Zealand. Romario Shepherd will be thinking 1 wicket or probably 2 or 3 dot balls wins the match for West Indies. That's all they need to do. Still setting the fields, trying to get everything right. And here we go, last over. Romario Shepherd to Mitch Santner. Oh, swings and misses, dot ball. Dot ball from Shepherd, now 20 from 5. It's becoming harder for New Zealand now. It was there for Santner to go for the big shot, but he missed it. Shepherd bowling it full and wide there. What a gutsy delivery. And now they need 3 big sixes if they want to win this match, New Zealand. And they need it right now. Otherwise, West Indies are going to win this match. Small boundaries, does Santner back himself? 3 dot balls in the last 4 balls bowled by the West Indian bowlers have been outstanding. Here we go, second ball of the last over. And it's a bouncer. Is it a wide? No, it's not. No, it's not. Goodness gracious me, 2 dot balls to start the over. Now 20 from 4. Fantastic planning and fantastic bowling here by the West Indian bowlers. Santner can't believe it. He's tried everything possible, but still 20 needed from 4. It's becoming harder and harder. This has to go out of the ground. They need a boundary. Possibly 3 sixes. 3 sixes will mean 2 to win of the last over, and then maybe try to take 2 runs. They need 3 sixes nevertheless. Big delivery here from Romario Shepherd. Can this go out of the ground? Yes, it can. Yes, it can. It's gone out of the ground. Does it? It has. He's got the 6. Santner in the slot this time. And he's put it into the crowd. Now 14 needed from 3. 150 comes up for New Zealand. Well, plenty of discussions going on between the bowler and the other fielders, also between both the batters, with 14 needed from 3 now. Another 3 big hits probably. That is what Mitch Santner will be thinking about. Here we go again. Here comes Shepherd again. That's a full delivery. He's driven it in the air. I don't think he's got enough timing. Oh, the fielder makes a brilliant effort, but they'll have to go back for the second. And yes, they get a couple of runs. Now down to 12 from 2. Half century for Mitch Santner. It's been a fantastic knock. 51 from 26 balls with 7 fours and 2 sixers. At a strike rate of 196.15. But I don't think he'll be worried about that now. With 12 needed from 2 balls. I don't think he's even raising his bat actually, because this is huge pressure time now. 2 sixes needed for New Zealand. Here comes Shepherd again. Need a 6. Can't get it. It's hit down the ground to mid-off. That's the match for West Indies. They don't even run. It's a dot ball from Romario Shepherd. West Indies have done it. I think the fielder at mid-off has hurt himself there. But the match is done now. 12 needed from 1 is mathematically impossible. All Romario Shepherd has to do is keep your foot behind the line. Don't overstep the line. That's what he has to do. That's all he has to do. West Indies, the fielding of West Indies today has been outstanding. No doubt about that. Last ball of the match. And he's gone over covers. 1 bounce, 4, but it's not going to matter. Because it's the West Indies who have managed to win the first T20 international by 7 runs. It was a valiant fight, a brave fight from Mitch Santner towards the end, but too much to do unfortunately. The 50 partnership also comes up between Jacob Duffy and Mitch Santner, but not enough. Mitchell Santner unbeaten on 55 from 28 balls with 8 boundaries and 2 sixers. At a strike rate of 196.43, but unfortunately not enough towards the end for New Zealand. It's West Indies who have managed to get over the line. They win this match by just 7 runs and take a 1-0 lead in the 5-match T20 series. This West Indies team is really growing well now in the shortest format of the game. They are really developing, they are improving their game. In the T20 format, they whitewashed Bangladesh in Bangladesh, and now in New Zealand, they have defeated New Zealand here. A fantastic achievement. Unfortunately for New Zealand though, none of the batters could get going at all. They were 70 for 2 at one stage, and from there on, they managed to, from 70 for 2, New Zealand collapsed to 107 for 9. Which means they lost 7 wickets for just 37 runs. From 70 for 2 to 107 for 9. And then Mitchell Santner had to do it all alone, but it was just too much to do for him. So, a fantastic bowling performance. If you look at West Indies bowlers, Jayden Seales 3 for 32 in his 4 overs. Matthew Ford 1 for 32 in his 4 overs. Roston Chase, the pick of the bowlers, 3 for 26 in his 4 overs. Romario Shepherd and Akeal Hosein also managing to pick up 1 wicket each. Romario Shepherd 1 for 26 in his 3 overs, and Akeal Hosein 1 for 4 in his 1 over. Jason Holder also bowled brilliantly, none for 35 in his 4 overs. A really good collective bowling performance from West Indies today has ensured that they have managed to defeat New Zealand by 7 runs and take a 1-0 lead in the 5-match T20 series. So we'll be back again to cover more matches in our channel. So until we come back again, take care guys, cheers and have a good day.
Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share.